Speaking to someone who's listening can heal you. It can move you, it can free you, it can change your mind, and it can change your life. When we speak about our feelings and sensations, we often make up stories to explain it. When we make up a story, it creates this kind of attachment and helps us to hold on to the experience. For an emotion is fleeting, but a story will stick around with us our whole lives. This is actually just one of the main functions of the brain, where you create a story to hold on to the emotion so that you don't forget whatever caused the emotion. It's a way of protecting ourselves. And we do this even more so when the emotion or sensation is painful. But when a made-up story is given space with nothing reacting to it, it disappears, and the emotion behind it is able to move through and out of your system the way that it's meant to. So this is the kind of listening that we're going to talk about in this video series, or this video. Listening that gives such space to the speaker that they are free from their story and the charged emotions that they're experiencing can rebalance. Whatever they are talking about, they are now free from, and it's really like sending a flame into a vacuum, where the power of space created by someone else's listening swallows it up. So in this series, you are going to learn how to listen like that. You're going to learn how to listen with such space that people's stories disappear in your presence and they're able to heal from whatever emotional experience first inspired this story. Most of the time we think we are listening to someone, we are just listening to our own thoughts about what they're saying. These thoughts usually fall into 3 categories. We think about whether what we're hearing is good or bad, or right or wrong. This is to help us feel secure. You can know who you are and know your position and decide if this person is like you or safe. This is just a function of your mind to protect yourself. Understanding how your mind or why your mind does these things helps to make it easier to listen outside of it. The second category of thoughts that comes up when you're trying to listen is figuring out what you're going to say next. We are all desperate to share ourselves and desperate to connect. There's so much of us, and we all have so much to give and so much to get off our chest, and so few real communication opportunities, that it's really no wonder that when there's a person in front of us, we want to let it out. We want to be seen. We want to be heard. But again, it's not listening. The third category of thoughts that interrupts the listening process is trying to fix a problem. Now, this is mostly caused by being emotionally triggered. When someone is upset or sharing about an experience that we perceive as negative, it is easy to feel like there is something wrong, either because we are uncomfortable with their emotional state or because we have had a similar experience that hasn't been healed or resolved. We tend to try and resolve the experience and make it feel good again instead of just being present and listening. The first step in becoming a listener is accepting that you are going to have reactions. Really, listening means listening outside of your reactions. You're going to have judgments. You're going to think things you want to express, and you're going to sometimes be triggered. But that is not all of who you are. It is just a function of your mind. Your mind is just going to do what it does. It is the part of you that is able to see what the mind is doing that is also able to really listen. I'm going to say that again. It is the part of you that's able to see what your mind is doing that is also able to listen. This is with your limitless. So the first practice, or the immediate practice, what to do when you actually have somebody right in front of you that you're wanting to listen to, is notice the sensation in your body. Notice your thoughts and your judgments, then go back to listening. So you don't have to suppress anything, just notice and then go back to listening. The ongoing practice, what you can do in your daily life to strengthen your listening muscles, is to sit in stillness. Find something to give your attention to, a flame or a flower or a cloud. Again, notice the sensation in your bodies, your thoughts, your judgments. Then go back to giving attention. Practice going back to focusing again and again. This will make being present to somebody else's words easy. I define compassion as love and acceptance towards the most uncomfortable and unlovable experiences. It doesn't validate or invalidate, it doesn't fix or condone anything. It creates space. It allows. Listen with compassion. Listening compassion will allow you to 1. Drop your judgment, 2. Meet your own triggers with peace and not be ruled by them, and 3. It will allow you to be fulfilled by listening, and that satisfies that need to connect and express yourself. So the way to practice in the immediate moment when you're trying to listen to somebody is to just generate and radiate love and acceptance. At any given moment, you have the power to generate any emotional experience that you wish to. So generate acceptance, generate love. The ongoing practice is to practice love and acceptance towards everything. Meet the world this way, and listening this way will become natural. So at any moment, you can choose to step into this practice of meeting another person with love and acceptance, meeting the door with love and acceptance, meeting maybe there's a difficult situation, a flat tire, meeting it with love and acceptance. It can be easy to get sucked into the drama of someone else's story, but this doesn't actually help anyone. When you accept someone else's story, that they are a victim or that something is wrong, you solidify that reality and make it even harder for that person to free themselves of the emotional charge. The experience is what they're really communicating. Each and every one of us is divine, whole, and infinitely powerful. When you are present to the big picture of a person's existence, drama disappears. Listen to them like they are an infinitely powerful person that is having an experience. That is the reality. To get present to their wholeness, drop into your senses of them. Their body, their voice, their smell. Let everything else drop away and give them your full attention. The ongoing practice is to be mindful as you breathe that you are breathing the same air as every other living thing on the planet. The molecules that are in your cells were in the cells of beings living millions of years ago. Our wholeness and our infinite power comes from our connection. We are completely intertwined with all other life, and this makes us as limitless as all of life. To practice listening, to be a listener, practice being in this state of mind of connectedness and seeing anybody who is speaking to you as just as connected as you are. So I'm going to be doing a series of free trainings like this one, specifically for how to change other people's lives, as a promotion and as a celebration of an upcoming program that will start in January for becoming or expanding your coaching practice. If you would like more information about that, or if you would like to have more support in being a transformational beacon of light for others, plug in your email below and I'll send you the goods.